Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into J2wealth. My name is Asha George and let's get into this week's market report. Starting off with world market news. At 2.8%, the US economy beat estimates on robust consumer spending. Inflation has been down at 2.5%, which could initiate a rate cut again in the month of September. The People's Bank of China reduced its lending rate by 20 basis points on its one-year medium-term loans to 2.3% to boost spending in the economy. As inflation uncertainty continues, the European Central Bank may have another line of rate cuts in the month of September, though its future policy will still remain data dependent. Ford Motor Company fell by 18.4%, which is the lowest since 2008. The profits were not in line with estimations as there were a lot of issues with quality and the challenges in the EV business. Let us look into the Indian market news. The Union Budget 2024 was announced last week, which is the first budget under Modi 3.0's government. India's market capitalization to GDP ratio hit an all-time high of 124% in FY24. What is market capitalization to GDP ratio? It is the ratio of publicly listed stocks divided by the total value of gross domestic product of a country. This metric is used to evaluate whether or not a given market is valued accurately in accordance with the historical average. Earlier, under the new tax regime, the standard deduction was at Rs 50,000. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced in the recent budget that this is proposed to be increased to Rs 75,000. This would reduce the tax payable for the common taxpayer in the country. Customs duty on precious metals like gold, silver and platinum have been reduced. This reduction in gold import duty would curb smuggling and boost jewelry exports. Even though India and China's political relationship is complicated, India seeks FDI from China to boost electronics exports globally. With the Union budget focusing to develop infrastructure in the country, the two sectors that could really benefit from this are tourism and hospitality. How could infrastructure help tourism and hospitality? As infrastructure builds, the country's economy is going to look better, hospitality is going to improve, and thereby tourism is going to be invited, thereby boosting both these sectors. Annual net SIPs doubled in the last 3 years to Rs 2 lakh crores in FY24. This is a good note as the country is moving towards investing and building their wealth. Duty concessions in Budget 2024 to boost domestic consumer electronic manufacturing. The digital payments, a success across the world, which was originally founded in India, has shown a 12.6% on-year rise in the country as of March 31st, 2024 per RBI. SEBI reveals that 7 out of 10 intraday trades made in the cash segment resulted in a loss in FY23. Sensex recovers 1,200 points and Nifty 50 hits all-time high after a 5-day losing streak. Dalal Street investors added Rs 7 lakh crores. Asset under management of index funds crosses Rs 2 lakh crores. Nifty 50 dominates this with a 70% share. Moving into stocks in news. Tata Motors market capitalization crosses Rs 4 trillion for the first time. AU Small Finance Bank applied for the universal banking license. Posh India retail sales grow by 40% between Jan to June in the year of 2024. Federal Bank reports 18% jump in net profit on core income growth. Paytm likely gets FDI nod for investment arm. Share hits 10% upper circuit. Mankind Pharma clenched the deal to acquire Bharat serums and vaccines from a private equity firm Advent International for Rs 13,630 crores. State-owned BSNL readies itself for its launch of 4G services. The government has set a subscriber market share target of 25%, which the company needs to meet by the end of FY25. L&T Q1 results. Profit after tax jumps 12% to Rs 2,786 crores and revenue is up 15%. Supreme Court stays Madras High Court asking RBI to evaluate LWB and Indian arm of DBS Singapore. Axis Bank profit after tax rises 4% to Rs 6,035 crores in FY25's first quarter. Thanks for tuning into this week's market report. See you again in the next week. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel.